Hi guys, Matt here again. Been on another pretty strong tool buying binge this week. I thought I'd show you some of the stuff I picked up. I have to try and go through it pretty quick. I think these are all things you haven't seen, but it's hard to keep track kind of what I've shown and what I haven't. First of all, a few bits I got today. Actually, my wife picked these up for me. Can't read exactly what that says on it. Looks like it says Osborne or something. Little interesting pry bar, wood handle, a couple of clamps, malleable iron, B and C, which I think is it Brink and Cotton maybe? Both B and C clamps. Those. I've got some Brink and Cotton, so I think that's what they are. It says Carborundum, I think it's supposed to be, like a little sharpening stone dealie, I think. These are all things my wife picked up for me this morning from a rummage sale. Another like linoleum knife. I actually quite like these. I'm a mushroom hunter, so I take these apart and I re-handle them, make some nice interesting knives out of them. I've got just an example over here of a knife handle I made, so that's what I do with those. And I have got this guy. Didn't pay $5 for it, but I got it from a rummage sale. I think I ended up $3. It's a Craftsman 936075. That looks in reasonable shape. I'll probably keep it, but we'll see. Hand saw, and then giant box of stuff. So this was a mixture of some of the stuff my wife got me today. She picked stuff up for me, I picked stuff up for her. So we got 3 different nut drivers. I think it was a 5mm, 9mm, and 10mm. So I don't really have, I've got a few metric nut drivers, but I don't really have any Craftsman metric nut drivers, so there's a partial set there, those metric nut drivers. She found me a set of Sears Craftsman acetate handled chisels. Looks like only really one of them's been used to any great degree. They do smell kind of weird, like a lot of those acetate handled tools do, but they're pretty cool. Now on to mostly stuff I got from the Restore the other day. We have a pair of slightly beat up looking, but I think these are in the 75 cents box. American made vice grips. I'll probably just throw them in the car, use them as is. A little beat up. I just like these. It's actually an Exolite, and it's a 2-in-1 Phillips. I think I picked this up. I notice it's been ground down on the back for whatever purpose. It's a 19mm Craftsman USA, so 75 cents. Can't really pass that one up. Another one for, I think I got this from a rummage sale the same day. So channel lock number 357. It's a pair of like nipper pliers, made in the USA. Don't have a set of these type of pliers, so that'll be pretty cool. Go in my collection. I've got a few channel lock USA stuff too. So I have here Proto 10mm metric nut driver. That was again from the Restore, 75 cents. Random spark plug, J8C. I use a lot of these on my messing around with outboard engines or the vintage small engines. They're quite useful. Oh, that's an 8mm nut driver, and that was from the other day, so that can go in my metric set. I didn't realize that. So steadily completing a set there. Speaking of nut drivers, I found this at the Restore. It's a Klein Tools. That's actually really cool. It's a nut driver and it's a 6-in-1. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is a standard SAE set of multi-tool nut drivers. Klein Tools, good brand. I think it's a more modern one, but yeah, I'll probably keep that. It's pretty interesting. A few bits. Got a 11/32 Craftsman USA made, and a 9/16, and they're both in the 75 cents tray at the restore. I won't pass up Craftsman USA when it's relatively cheap. I just make a big pile of them and I'll decide what I do with them eventually. I'll either move them on or make a set out of them, etc. I got, what else did I get? I found this, which I'd never seen these before. It's a Craftsman USA Professional Series, 10mm. I'm not 100%. Someone said that these might be made by SK, and they do look a little bit like the SK Super Chrome. But someone else also said Armstrong made these for Craftsman for a while, so I'm not sure exactly which. It looks really nice, and that was again 75 cents. So 75 cents for a nice, you know, professional 10mm is always nice. I mean, you know, always losing 10mm. So, and then I got these as well. Yeah, that was 75 cents, and these were $3 a piece. So I paid up a little bit, but I like I don't have any long double box wrenches, so these are Bull tools, Bull tools. I think I looked them up briefly. They're not hugely expensive, but they seem to be decent quality. And it's an 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 13 sort of combination box end wrenches. So a partial set there, metric, long handled ones, some common sizes, so they'll probably come in useful. What else did we get? Well, I found me probably a 1940s Rayovac flashlight. It does work. I've took the batteries out now, but I quite like old flashlights, so I collect those. And she also found me for $4 big bag of chisels. I don't really do a huge amount of woodwork, so I don't have much in the way of chisels, but we got the black ones are Stanley. It doesn't say USA, so they could be made in China, but they look reasonable condition. This one does say made in China for whatever it is, so it's a Chinese made one. But then you have got another couple of those Craftsman USA, same as the set I just showed you before. So there's 1, 2, 3 of those Craftsman USA. Oh, another one of those Stanley black handle ones. And then I think, so this I think says Master Mechanic, and I can't tell, but looking at the handles and the smell of them, they're obviously acetate handles, and I know Master Mechanic did have USA made stuff before they moved out to China, so if it's acetate handles, a good chance, and they're the same sort of era as those, there's a good chance they're the USA made ones. So, but I figure for $4 for, you know, some chisels that I'm not too bothered about, you know, I'll practice sharpening those, and if I mess one up, it's not the end of the world. I thought it was pretty good, so I'll probably keep those ones. I might sell the ones in the box or whatever, if they go for a bit more. I'm not sure whether this was something you'd seen already, but this is a decent Craftsman crown logo. That's another one. I've already got one of these. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but this one will probably go on eBay just because I've already got the exact same one. But I can't pass that up for $1. You know, for $1, that's not staying there on the shelf. I mean, I pay more than that for the you know, well, probably about $1 each for the blade sometimes, and this is a good blade on it. So, and then I got, this is from a rummage sale, a Craftsman 944643. It's an inch-pound torque wrench. It's I've seen these before. I've not really used one, but yeah, it seems to be in reasonable condition. I think I paid $2 for that, and it was also bundled in with a bunch of other stuff, so I probably ended up paying, if I'm honest, less than that. So, but yeah, I figured that would be fun to mess about with, and I might end up selling that one. I've got a decent torque wrench. I don't necessarily need the inch-pound, you know, lower spec, lower torque features, but yeah, maybe I'll keep it. We'll see. At some point I'm going to run out of room for tools. So, actually, these seem to be going for quite a bit of money for some reason on eBay. Craftsman rubber mallet, number 2. Don't know. I've got a rubber mallet somewhere. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll sell it. Who knows? But for $1, I figured that was a decent buy. I didn't even know what this was when I bought it. I think it's some sort of saw for drywall or plastering or something. I'm still not really sure. And my wife seemed to know what it was because her dad's a contractor, so I figured for $1, I think I looked up the brand, and these are like 20-30 bucks new, so I figured, you know, if I don't need it, my father-in-law might need it, so picked it up. And then what else have we got? Couple of bits from today. I just got a book on basic wiring techniques. I'll probably read through that when I learn a little bit more about electrical stuff. Got a Craftsman Chrome Edge 10-inch saw blade, and another, see, is Craftsman 10-inch saw blade. I think they were $1 for the two. Oh, they were my wife's. Some muffin tins, I put them to one side. I'll find our way back to her. That was from Summit this morning. And then also got a bunch of random wire baskets for sorting my tools out. I've got a glue gun, hot glue gun, always useful for fixing kids' toys and projects. Apparently I randomly got some pepper spray as well, you know, 25 cents. Never know when that might come in handy. And then I got a little set of Husky like miniature screwdrivers. And I don't normally buy like the cheapo brand stuff, but the Husky I think is a lifetime warranty still. And for the mini, you know, screwdrivers, often they get bent, even the better quality ones. So I figured always a spare set of those is always nice. On the floor, there's a Milwaukee paintbrush. Always comes in useful for that stuff. Craftsman nut driver of some size. Weirdly, it doesn't say the size. I've got the part number so I can look it up, but I didn't look up the size on that one yet. I got a Diston. They make saws and other things. AccuRule. 10 cents for that. I figured it was, you know, kind of cool vintage ruler. And then I got this morning for I think 10 cents. It's a little Craftsman USA 3/8 extension with a 1/2-inch socket on it, USA made. And then let's see what else we have. I think that was most of the stuff that I got the last couple of days. But I left the best, I think, till last. And this is something I wouldn't normally spend good money at a restore. These were at restore, and these were 30 bucks. And normally for 30 bucks you can take a lot of stuff away from a, you know, a kind of thrift outlet or whatever. But I just like the look of these, and I hadn't even done any research. I'm just like, 30 bucks, I wanted a set of these for a while, so I bought them. I came home and did some research, and I think I did pretty well. So you guys let me know anyway. So I got these. So they're a set of metric stubby ratcheting wrenches, and they're made by Blackhawk, who I weren't overly familiar with, or I had heard them being reasonable quality, but my understanding is that they're made by Proto, or they're a subsidiary of Proto, kind of like Blue Point is a, you know, subsidiary of Snap-on, or the, you know, kind of slightly lower line of Snap-on. Blackhawk are Proto essentially. But these are a metric set. It seems like it's only 12 of, I think I've seen some of them come in 12 and some of them come in 13 and some of them come in 9. Well, this is the 13-piece set, which has the 6mm as well, is on sale at Home Depot or something for 200 bucks. And this is 12, it's missing the 6mm, but it's got all the other sizes from 8 through to, I want to say 18, 19. So I figured, you know, for 30 bucks, for something that's selling for, you know, around about 200 bucks new, and they don't all that, they've got any wear on them really. I thought that was quite a nice buy. They got really nice chrome. I like the actual clicky ratcheting action. I got a set of longer ratcheting wrenches, but I wanted a stubby set as well because they're always like useful little stubbies. And mine obviously just have, you just flip them over if you want to go the other direction, but these actually have a nice ratcheting action on them. So yep, I figured for 30 bucks I did pretty well. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. And oh, actually I think I did have one other thing and I don't know where it went to. Just 1 second. Right guys, I completely forgot about picking this up. So I got this box, I think I paid 10 bucks. So it's a nice, I think probably 90s Craftsman toolbox, and I got a bunch of stuff. So I had a plum ball peen hammer, 24 ounce. I don't have a big one like that. It's quite nice. Got a Craftsman coping saw made in the USA. This is a big, I end up keeping these. These are my favorite. I love Utica tools. Started collecting them now. So these are some fencing pliers, 1932, 10 and a quarter, obviously inch, I guess. Really nice looking, you know, heavy tool steel. Probably, I don't know how old they are, 30s, 40s. I don't know. They must be reasonable age to them. So they're quite nice. What did I get? Napa USA though, 5/16 nut driver. Lowentraut Manufacturing Company. And weirdly it says State Hospital on the back of it, which is kind of creepy. I wonder what they're measuring at the State Hospital. There's a pair of measuring calipers. And we had random 11mm made by Wright Company. Don't have anything by Wright, but 11mm is an odd size and sometimes I don't have them. So a couple of Craftsman USA, and these are those double line with a pointed A. I think they have some reasonable age to them, pre 1970. I'm not sure exactly what era they are, but they're older ones. And these are combination 3/4, 7/8, and 5/8, 3/4. So I picked those up. This whole lot was just $10. So and I got I couldn't even tell the brand when I threw it in the toolbox. It says Proto. 710L Proto 10-inch, very beat up, but I mean I might try, and it's pinned in unfortunately, so it's hard to take apart, but I might try and clean that up and see what I can do with that. That's Craftsman USA made pry bar, or you know, nail puller pry bar combo thing. I got another Craftsman USA punch, so Western Forge one, with a few of these, but that one's in really nice shape, nice and clean. And I got a whole bunch of other punches here. That one says something, just I can't read it. It says USA. That one didn't have anything on it, I don't think. Oh, that one does actually. I don't know, Wyeth, something like that. That one was nothing. Oh, it doesn't say anything, but I'm sure it's USA made. This is a Stanley. This is another Stanley USA. I think this is a Stanley. And this one was a Miller's Falls. I know someone was saying that they really like Miller's Falls stuff. But yeah, set of punches. And the drawers were all empty, I think. And the last thing I threw in here was, I picked these up thinking they were just a random collection of wrenches, but there actually are, from what I can tell, a complete or a near complete set of metric Craftsman USA V series, and they were marked $5, and I ended up getting to say everything for $10. But I also don't have the 6 and 7mm wrenches. I don't think in my other set of metric, and I don't have a 9mm in it for whatever reason. Someone had lost it and they substituted in a 3/8, so I now have a 9mm. So I've got a complete set. There were a couple of mine in the other set that were a little bit, you know, in worse condition than this, so I can replace them and you know, have some spares, or you know, get rid of some of the spares if need be. But yeah, complete set including the 10mm of Craftsman USA. Yeah, V series metric wrenches. So all that for $10. So yeah, I think I did pretty good this the last couple of days. But you know, you let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.